This one's very simple, folks. This is my plea to bring back the D to Denver. All right. This is my plea to bring back the D. First, she'll love it. All right. Happy wife, happy life. As a kid who grew up in the South Stands, the D on the Broncos hat meant I was a part of a gang. I wore that hat and I felt like the whole city of Denver had my back. Every Sunday, the football family was decked out, yelling, "Incomplete" in my Mecca. There it is, baby. Outside of Folsom, of course, Mile High Stadium, the old Mile High, before football went corporate. The D was my red and blue bandana. As a Raider, Chiefs, Seahawk, or Charger fan, you knew what Elway and the boys were going to do to you, not to mention the Mile High faithful. As a fan that was blessed to play for my hometown Broncos, I wish I could have rocked the Denver D in those classic uniforms just once. My era got stuck with the vertical striped Wyoming knockoffs. Floyd Little was the first star to wear the D from 67 to 75. 44 was the Broncos and wore the D with pride all the way to Canton. In 1977, the D beat the hated Oakland Raiders to win their first NFL title, only to lose to the Doomsday Defense and the Dallas Cowboys in Super Bowl 12. The fire was sparked and the Mile High Mania had begun. 1983, they had an owner named Kaiser who knew a guy named Irsay who owned the rights to a kid named Elway. And like every Colt, their dream was to become a Bronco, and the deal was struck. And then the Duke, God in cleats, number 7, donned the D, Mr. John Elway. In 83, the D bagged a Hall of Fame quarterback. And in 84, the D was bagged by the man who put the S in swagger. All right? He took the D in Denver to a different level. The great Pat Bowlen bought the Denver Broncos in 1984, and it went from a suit running the business to an oil man who rocked mink coats and leather pants on the sideline running the show. Everything he stands for is what that logo is, and when he says, "I want to be number one in everything," that's what he meant.
This one's for John.
The D on that helmet also meant defense. For years, Rulon Jones, Carl Mecklenburg, Simon Fletcher, Dennis Smith, Tyrone Braxton, Steve Atwater, and so many more intimidated the NFL, leading the Mile High Orange Crush. The D started the Rock You song. You've ever heard this before? Started that trend. The D was there for the drive. The D was there for the fumble. Barrelman rocked the D in more ways than one, if you know what I'm saying. The D was there when Elway won the MVP in 87. The D was there when David Treadwell kicked a game winner against Houston in the divisional round. The D was there on Monday Night Football when Elway and Montana battled score for score. The D was there for my favorite moment in history for Denver Broncos when Steve Atwater turned the Nigerian Nightmare into the Kansas City Wet Dream. Because when you went, what? Oh! I was like, yes! Yeah, man. D was in Japan when a little-known rookie running back wearing number 30 laid the wood, or laid the D, as they say, announcing his arrival. The Mike Shanahan era saw the Denver D's revival after a 7-9 and 8-8 season. Mantan Shanahan was hired and they immediately brought John Elway back to superstardom with a run-first smash-mouth offense, and with Elway, Zimmerman, Nayland, Stink Schlereth, Big Al, Steve Atwater, Braxton Smith, Easy Ed McCaffrey, Shannon Sharp, and of course Terrell Davis. Lost on January 4th, 1997. It's the last time we've seen the D. Although there were years of heartbreak and tough losses, the D on that side of the helmet is one of the most recognizable logos in sports, and the people of Denver want it back. So I plead with you, Penners, bring back the D to Denver. Go Broncos.
Go Broncos, no doubt.